Your nervousness was at its peak when you entered inside the classroom with the teacher. It was already buzzing with the chatter of students gossiping and laughing. The teacher walked to her desk and banged on the table, grabbing everyone's attention. Everyone get back to their seats in no time. What do you have to talk about so much right in the morning, huh? It looks more like a fish market than a classroom. She brought everyone's attention to you. Class, we have a new student joining us today. Please come up and introduce yourself. She said, looking at you. You were nervous but managed a small smile before turning towards everyone. Hi, I'm Kim Wyan. I just moved here and I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. Mr. Park nodded approvingly. Thank you, Wyan. You can take a seat in the back. You scanned the room quickly and spotted an empty seat in the back corner. Without hesitation, you made your way to it and sat down. As soon as you did, a murmur of whispers filled the room. Is she crazy? Someone whispered. She has no idea what she just did. You glanced around, puzzled by the reactions, but decided to ignore them and focus on unpacking your bag. As you settled down and class started, even though you're still wondering what they were whispering, you decided to focus on what Mrs. Park was teaching. Moments later, the door opened and Jungkook walked in. The room fell silent as he made his way in. He scanned the room, his gaze locking onto you sitting in his seat. His brow shot up in surprise, then a smirk appeared on his face. When will you start coming on time, Jungkook? I'm tired of giving you punishments. Jungkook looked at her. I'm sorry, Mrs. Park. She sighed as she's used to it now. Just go to your seat. Jungkook again turned and the smirk again came on his lips while you gave him a weird look as you don't like the way he was looking at you. He strolled to the back of the class and stopped in front of you. You looked up, meeting his amused gaze, wondering why he was staring at you like that. Instead of saying anything, he simply took the empty seat next to you, still smirking. The whispers resumed louder this time. He's actually letting her sit there. Is this for real? Maybe she's going to be his next target. What's with all these whispers? You guys just need a chance to talk. Focus here, she said, turning towards the board. Jungkook leaned back in his chair while his eyes still on you. Interesting first day, huh? You raised an eyebrow. Why does everyone seem so shocked? Jungkook chuckled softly. You'll see soon enough. Welcome to our class, wife. Your eyes widened. What? Wife? You said loudly, grabbing everyone's attention. Everyone was looking at you, including the teacher, and you felt so embarrassed. What happened, Wyan? You gulped and looked at Jungkook, who was still smirking. I'm so sorry for the disturbance. You bit your lower lip and bowed before sitting down. You didn't want to make this issue big. You decided to ignore him and focus on the lesson, though you couldn't shake the feeling that sitting in that seat had sparkled something unexpected. The curious glances and whispers from your classmates suggested that your first day was going to be more eventful than you had imagined. Alright class, remember to review chapters 1 and 2 for tomorrow. I'll see you all then, she said before exiting the room. The moment the door closed, the classroom erupted into chatter. Jungkook turned his chair to face you, his smirk transforming into a mischievous grin. Hey Wifey, he called out loudly, causing the room to fall silent again as all eyes turned towards the two of you. You looked at him thrilled. Are you crazy or what? What are you talking about? Jungkook chuckled, leaning closer. Well, you did sit in my seat. Everyone knows that whoever sits there is my wife. Your eyes widened in shock. What? That's ridiculous. She really doesn't know, does she? She said from the back while Nancy added, poor thing, no one dares to sit there. Jungkook leaned back enjoying the comments. Guess that makes you special, YN, my very own seat-stealing wife. You felt your face flush with embarrassment and confusion. I had no idea it was your seat. Why does it matter so much? Jungkook shrugged, his mic never leaving. It's just a thing we do here, but since you're new, I'll let it slide for now. He has never let anyone sit there before. No, even for a minute. She whispered from the back. You turned to Jungkook, who seemed to be enjoying every moment of your discomfort. This is seriously a very weird rule, just like you. I'm going to move to another seat. He said, grabbing her back, but he stopped you and shook his head. Nope, you're stuck with me now. It's a binding contract. He said, you roll your eyes, gathering your things. This is ridiculous. As you started to stand, Jungkook grabbed your wrist gently. Stay, it's more fun this way. He sat back down, trying to make sense of everything. The entire class watched with bated breath, waiting to see what would happen next. Jungkook finally let go of your wrist, leaning back again. Welcome to the class, Orion. I think we're going to get along just fine. You could feel your cheeks turning pink. It seems like love at first sight, and everyone else was in shock, seeing Jungkook acting all soft and cool. His reaction was completely opposite of what it has to be. Over the next few days, you were taking your time to settle into this new environment, but it was really difficult. Most of the time you spent getting annoyed by Jungkook, but still a very good bond has built between both of you. According to your classmates, you're the first girl he didn't show his bad side. And the name Wifey spread in the entire school like a wildfire. Everyone started calling you Jungkook's wifey, and it was so embarrassing. You try to stop them, but now you don't care. You're used to hearing that, plus sometimes your cheeks turn pink whenever you think about it. Right now you came in the library to finish your some work because staying in the classroom is nothing but a time waste and they always tease you, plus you can't handle Jungkook anymore for today. Today he seems in really teasing mood, teasing you from the morning non-stop. Just as you were starting to get into a rhythm, you heard footsteps approaching. Looking up, you saw Jungkook walking in, his eyes scanning the room until they landed on you. He raised an eyebrow and smirked as he made his way over. You sighed and looked down, trying to cover your face. Jungkook smiled, finding it cute, and came near you. Well, look who it is, my favorite wife. He teased, dropping his back onto the table and taking a seat beside you. He sighed, trying to hide your smile. Do you ever get tired of calling me that? Not really, it suits you. You roll your eyes. What are you doing here, Jungkook? He shrugged, got bored, thought I would see what my wife was up to. You shook your head, trying to focus back on your work. I'm not your wife, you know. He leaned in closer, his voice dropping to a playful whisper. You keep saying that, but your actions say otherwise. Sitting in my seat, sharing your lunch. Next thing you know, you'll be making me breakfast. You couldn't help but to laugh at his ridiculousness. In your dreams, Jungkook, I don't know how to even boil eggs. He chuckled, clearly pleased to have made you laugh. Hey, it could be possible. A woman can do anything for her favorite man. You looked at him. Then you have no chance because you're not my favorite man. You purposely said to tease him, and you could see a little bit of jealousy covering his face. We'll see that. You pinched his cheek lightly and started doing your work. You came to the cafeteria and was silent, taking your lunch while also hearing whispers behind you. Their eyes were on you and they were giggling and laughing, and you know you are the topic of their discussion, but you ignored. Just as you were about to sit down at an empty table, a group of girls walked by, giggling and whispering among themselves. One of them, a girl named Minnie, stopped and looked at you with a mischievous smile. Hey Ryan, how's it going, Mrs. John? She said loud enough for everyone around to hear. You froze, feeling your cheeks heat up. I'm not, but before you could finish, Minji spoke. Yeah, how's married life with Jungkook? Is he treating you well? The group burst into laughter, clearly enjoying your discomfort. You opened your mouth to protest, but at that moment Jungkook walked into the cafeteria. He spotted you immediately and made his way over. The girls stopped laughing. Hey wifey. The girls pressed their lips together, trying to control their laugh while you rolled your eyes and glared at him. Will you stop calling me that? The whole school teases me because of you. Jungkook raised his brow and looked at those girls. Who has the guts to tease my wife except me? You poke your inner cheek. Yeah, you need to stop, okay? But it sounds so perfect and cute. It sounds annoying. And you left from there making him chuckle, but then he got serious and looked at everyone. If I ever saw anyone harming or making her uncomfortable, you'll have to pay, so stop. He glared at those girls and ran behind you. Look at him, became so soft after she came. He's not a bad guy for her, she's lucky. Why stop? You didn't stop, so he increased his speed and came to you. Are you mad at me? Wyan, look at me. You stopped and looked at him a bit angrily. You think it's so much fun joking around and playing with my feelings, huh? He got confused. Wait, what did you say? You gave him an angry look and was about to walk away, but he grabbed your hand and pulled you closer to him. Your feelings? You have feelings for me? Jungkook was so relieved and happy because he has already given you his heart the moment he saw you, but wasn't sure about you, so he stuck to you all the time so that you also start feeling the same. You looked at him. Now you'll get another chance to tease me, right? You'll make fun of this too? Why would I do that, Wyan? You know, when I first called you my wife, it was just a joke, but now it feels like you're someone really important to me. Your heart skipped a beat. What? He nodded. Yes, Wyan, I have fallen for you. I love you. You gulped as it was unbelievable to hear these words. He leaned closer to you and cupped your face. And I'm not joking. I called you my wife for fun, but maybe one day it won't be a joke anymore. Your heart started beating faster. Believe me, Wyan, I want to hear what you feel about this. You smile. I feel the same. I like you too. He smiled and pulled you into a gentle kiss.